everybody, this is Corrine Forrest, and this week I want to talk to you about guarding your inner circle from these 7 types of people. So the very first question you might think to yourself is, what is this inner circle of which she speaks? And really, this is the people that you spend most of your time with, whether it's coworkers, the people you live with, or your friends, the people you actually choose. And I'm going to distinguish because we can't banish a lot of people from our inner circle, like our family and our coworkers, but I'm talking about the ones that are 100% within our choice. These are literally the friends that you hang out with, the people that you might do hobbies with, or clubs or organizations, associations you belong to, those kind of people. So it's okay to have strong personality types in your inner circle because we love that diversity of thought, but those personality strengths have to be positive personality strengths because your inner circle, kind of like their job, is to support you in your growth along the way. So who do we not want in our inner circle? Let's look at 7 personality types. The first one I call the ego. And this is the type of person that they don't want to help others, but only kind of boost themselves. If you ever find yourself listening to someone and you're kind of like rolling your eyes inside, an inside thought that they're only talking to hear their own voice, this is probably a person who is the ego. The second type of person that we shouldn't invite into our inner circle is, I'm going to call it the fangirl or the fanboy. And in the olden days, this would be called a yes man, and that you can do no wrong. They just agree with everything that you do. Problem is, while this might feel good, is that this type of person doesn't help you grow. If you're not doing anything, making any mistakes in their eyes, you aren't going to change and grow and become a better person. So no fangirls or fanboys. Number 3 is the gossip. And this one can be hard because it can be fun or entertaining to listen to the gossip. But the problem with the gossip is if they're always dishing dirt to you, well, when you're not around, they're dishing dirt about you as well. And the problem is that it's always their version of the story. And if you take action based on their version of the story, like if you start to think of a person a certain way, or maybe I'm going to avoid that person based on what they told me, well, you might be making a mistake because you're only hearing their version. So we don't want the gossip in our inner circle either. Number 4 is the narcissist. Now, this one's a little bit different than the ego because the narcissist only looks at other people and how that they can use those other people to benefit themselves here. So they like to manipulate you into doing what they want, and then they blame you if something goes wrong in that. And so they have a tendency to make you feel very inadequate or even guilty. So that's why we don't want the narcissist in our group. Number 5 is the moaner. And this is kind of what I talked about last week about these negative people who are like hypercritical. They're always pointing out flaws, and they're always going to tell you how it's going to go bad. And they actually think that you're doing a favor, but they're really not helping you grow. So they don't have a place in our inner circle either. Number 7 is the energy vampire, and this person just seems to suck the energy right out of you. If you dread seeing someone and you feel exhausted after you've seen them, chances are they're an energy vampire. Now, I have to admit that I see more of this in the family realm than I ever saw it at work, working in the workplace. But it's possible you could run into an energy vampire at work as well. And the last and 7th kind of person not to invite into your inner circle are the needy. These are the people that need constant care and feeding. And if they don't get what they want from you, they get very sullen or surly or whiny. Now, most parents go through a stage with their kids when the kids are very needy and very clingy for them. And without exception, all the parents that I know are really glad when their kids outgrow this stage. So if we're not going to put up with it from the humans that we created, we are certainly not going to put up with it with the people that we choose to be around us. So just to recap, the 7 types of people not good for our inner circle because they use our energy up are the ego, the fangirl or fanboy, the gossip, the narcissist, the moaner, the energy vampire, and the needy. So I am going to leave you with this from the lighter side, and this is totally an inside thought. We don't want to say this to the person who's the ego when we meet them, but you can roll your eyes inside your head and say to yourself, gosh, I want to kill myself. I could climb his ego and jump to his IQ. With that, I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.